morning all of you. This is your Prabhakar and welcome to our channel Dawn of Chemistry. In my previous video, I have just defined what is electrode potential, and now let us discuss about the Nernst equation. So what is this Nernst equation and what is the use of the Nernst equation? How we can derive the Nernst equation and how we can do problems based on this Nernst equation. The most confusing and difficult part for so many students is this Nernst equation. Let me tell you, Nernst equation you can write for electrochemical cell, you can write for a specific electrode. It may be a cathode electrode or it may be a anodic electrode. So let me explain about this Nernst equation for cell, for electrodes, because of oxidation reaction, because of reduction reaction. And if you are new to this channel, means subscribe to the channel and click bell icon for the more updates. Let us get into the details. Nernst equation. See, the derivation is very important. Listen carefully. For an electrochemical cell, let us take cell reaction. The main thing is cell reaction. I will take the Daniell cell as an example. I will write in Daniell cell Zn plus Cu2 plus gives Zn2 plus Cu. In this Daniell, or whatever the cell reaction is there, every cell reaction is considered as a reversible reaction. So since it is considered as a reversible reaction at equilibrium or at any point of the reaction, whenever there is a reversible reaction, you can have thermodynamic relationship delta G equals to delta G naught plus RT ln Q. When you take any reversible reaction, the relation of Gibbs free energy is delta G equals to delta G naught plus RT ln Q. Delta G is equals to minus NF E cell. The free energy associated with the cell potentials with the equation delta G equals to minus NFE, where N is equals to number of electrons involved in reaction and F is equals to Faraday, that is 96,500 coulombs, and E cell you already know things, and delta G naught is equals to minus NF E naught will come. Substitute these into this one. What happens? Minus NF E cell is equals to minus NF E naught cell plus RT ln Q will come. Divide both sides by minus NF. Divide both sides by minus NF. E cell is equals to E naught cell minus RT by NF ln Q. Here you see, this is ln is the natural logarithms, convert into regular one. E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log Q. You know very well, Q is a reaction coefficient. So since Q is reaction quotient for the cell reaction, it is Zn2 plus concentration into copper concentration divided by copper concentration by Zn concentration. We know very well copper concentration and zinc concentration, these are metals, so it's unity, and hence Q is equals to zinc concentration by copper concentration. So if you substitute this into this thing, E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log zinc concentration by copper concentration. You know very well, R is equals to 8.314 and T equals to room temperature 8.314. T is equals to 298 Kelvin. F is equals to 96,500. If you substitute these values, E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.059 by N log of Zn2 plus concentration by Cu2 plus concentration. So when the zinc concentrations are unity, this is 1 and this is 1, so then it will become log 1 will come, which is nothing but the 0. So this total becomes 0. So the cell potential is equals to E naught cell will come. So that's why here E cell will be present at a particular concentration. E naught cell is for standard electrode potentials. Whenever they give you the standard values, here they give you for E naught cell, you know very well, E naught cell is equals to E naught cathode minus E naught anode will come when SRP values are given. When SOP values are there, E naught anode minus E naught cathode will come when they give you SOP values. You know very well what is this SOP values and SRP values. Like this, whenever there is a cell, here I have taken Daniell cell example. It can be zinc and iron cell also. It can be copper and silver cell also. Let them give you anything. Here the N value in this reaction, how many electrons involved means 2 electrons. So you can write 2 here. Sometimes 0.059 will be rounded off to 0.06 and they will be doing the problem. So like this we can derive the Nernst equation for a cell. Whenever they give you any cell, write the cell reaction. For the cell reaction, write the Q. You know very well how to write the Q, products concentration by reactant concentration, and substitute them into this one. You will get the Nernst equation easily. Now, how they can ask the problems based on this Nernst equation. Hope you have understood this thing. I am moving further. Let me tell you conditions now. 3 cases we can get. In Daniell cell. In Daniell cell, 3 conditions. For Daniell cell, Zn plus Cu2 plus gives Cu and then Zn2 plus E is equals to E naught minus 0.059 by 2 log products concentration by reactants concentration. Case 1. If zinc concentration is equals to copper concentration. If zinc concentration equals to copper concentration, E cell is equals to E naught cell. Case 2. If zinc concentration is greater than copper concentration. If zinc concentration is greater than copper concentration means log Zn2 plus by Cu2 plus is positive value. So since it is positive value, this total becomes subtracted. So that's why E cell is less than E naught cell. Listen carefully. When zinc concentration is greater than copper concentration, zinc is more and copper is less means the log value will be coming in a proper way. That's why the value will become the positive value. Since it becomes the positive value, Since this will become the positive value, the value total will be subtracted from the E naught cell. So that's why E cell is less than E naught cell. And in the case 3, zinc concentration is less than copper concentration, then log Zn2 plus concentration by Cu2 plus is negative. Since the value is negative, this will become E naught plus will come. So that's why E cell is greater than E naught cell will come. Like this, we can have 3 exceptions. If you are having any confusion, means let me explain you with this thing. Let us take zinc concentration is equals to 10 molar, copper concentration equals to 10 molar. E cell is equals to E naught cell. In this case, zinc concentration you take as 0.1, copper concentration you take as 0.01. Then E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.06 by 2 log 10 will come, because 0.1 by 0.01 means log 10. So that's why E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.03. If zinc concentration is equals to 0.01, copper concentration equals to 0.1, E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.06 by 2 log 1 by 10. You know very well 1 by 10 means it will be log 10 power minus 1, it will become plus. So E cell is equals to E naught cell plus 0.03. Like that also they will ask you now. Or to increase the cell potential of a galvanic cell by 0.03, what should be the ratio of zinc and copper concentrations, they can ask you. You see here zinc concentration. The concentration of zinc is equals to N1 V1. Concentration of copper will be N2 V2. Based on these things, they will ask you how much zinc to be dissolved in the 1 liter of solution. Also, they will be asking you. Be careful with these things. Like this, whenever they give you any particular cell, how to find the cell potential, they will be asking you. Let me tell you an example. With this thing you will get better clarity. In Daniell cell, concentration of copper sulfate is, in Daniell cell, solution of copper sulfate is diluted 10 times and zinc sulfate solution is diluted 100 times. What happens to the cell potential? See the question. This kind of questions are familiar among this electro-Nernst equation problems. Solution of copper sulfate is diluted 10 times. Zinc sulfate solution is diluted 100 times. Let us take E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.06 by 2 log zinc concentration by copper concentration. Let us take these are having the same concentration. Initial you take zinc concentration as 1 molar and copper also 1 molar. What happens when you take both of them as the same means you will get E cell is equals to E naught cell. Because you want initial one as a reference one, you can take as 1 molar and 1 molar. After dilution, zinc concentration is equals to diluted 100 times means 0.01. Copper is diluted 10 times means 0.1. So that's why E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.03 log. Zinc concentration is 0.01. This will be 1. So that's why E cell is equals to E naught cell plus 0.03. So the cell potential increases by 0.03 volts. So the cell potential increases by 0.03 volts. You can take any other concentration also, there is no restriction. But whatever you do, the change is going to be same. So that's why you can take a reference concentration, you can dilute it and you can get the answer. Or simply to increase the standard cell potential of a Daniell cell by 0.03 units, how much zinc to be dissolved in the solution, that also they will ask you. You have to find the concentrations and you have to find substance of it from the molarity. Like this, we can study about the Nernst equation. This Nernst equation, when you apply for these electrodes, it will be simple. But when you apply for a hydrogen electrode, how it is going to change? Those things, when we are discussing about the hydrogen electrode, I will explain. Like this, we can apply Nernst equation to any kind of cell. Now let us discuss it for a electrode. For a particular electrode, how can we apply this Nernst equation? I will explain for oxidation potential how to apply the Nernst equation, and for reduction potential how to apply the Nernst equation. Nernst equation for oxidation potential. Nernst equation for reduction potential. So Nernst equation for oxidation potential, Nernst equation for the reduction potential. Let us see Nernst equation for oxidation. The oxidation reaction is M gives Mn plus plus n electron. This is a reversible reaction, so Q equals to Mn plus by M. So E is equals to E naught minus 0.059 by N log Mn plus concentration by M. You know very well, concentration of M equals to 1. So E is equals to E naught minus 0.059 by N log of Mn plus. And for reduction potential, the reduction potential is Mn plus plus n electrons gives Mq equals to M divided by Mn plus. So 1 by Mn plus. So E is equals to E naught minus 0.059 by N log 1 by Mn plus. So E is equals to E naught plus 0.059 by N log of Mn plus. These are the things. Let me apply this for different reactions. Zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution of 2 molar. What is electrode potential? Reduction electrode potential. They will give you E naught Zn2 plus slash Zn is equals to plus 0.76 will come. Minus 0.76. So the formula is E equals to E naught plus 0.059 by 2 log of Zn 2 plus concentration. Here they have given you 2 molar. It will be complicated. Let us take 1 molar. So that's why E is equals to minus 0.76 log zinc is 10 power minus 1. So it comes front and it will become minus 0.03. So that's why minus 0.79 will come. So as the zinc concentration is less than 1, the cell potential will be, electrode potential increases. If the concentration is 10 molar, then as the concentration is 10 molar means log 10 will be plus, so the SRP value will be increasing. So zinc concentration increases, SRP value increases. Zinc concentration decreases, SRP value decreases. This is a very important thing. Direct logical question. Here minus 0.76 is there. Directly you can have zinc value increases means electrode potential also increases and decreases. This is important thing. I will explain this with a hydrogen electrode. This is important thing. Once again I will explain in hydrogen electrode separately, but listen carefully. H2 gives 2H plus 2 electrons. So E is equals to E naught. E naught for hydrogen electrode is equals to 0. That we will discuss. 0.06 by 2 log H plus concentration whole square by pH2. This is very important thing. For gas electrodes, pH2 value will be 1 bars generally. Here, if the pressure of the hydrogen or any gas passed changes means the electrode potential changes. So E is equals to minus 0.03 log H plus whole square means 0.06 by 2 into 2 log H plus concentration. If pH2 equals to 1, so then this gets cancelled. So E is equals to minus 0.06 log H plus. You know, minus log H plus equals to pH. So you can write it as 0.06 pH. So if you know the pH of the solution means you can find the electrode potential very easily. Like this we can apply Nernst equation for any kind of electrodes and any kind of cells, but mostly they will be asking for the cells only. Like that we can do the problems. Be careful. That's why this video, if you like the video, click the like button, comment on the video whatever the topic you are having doubts, and don't forget to share the video. Thank you.